was a little rough.
It's all good. Hey, we been in here, so shit. We ain't got cuts. Yeah, you might just get out the gym.
Yeah, if I take this hat off, we'll tell you.
Yeah. I usually keep it clean shaven at the top, but I ain't been to the barber in a minute.
Well, you ain't going bald, so you know what I'm saying.
Nah. Nah, I shave it bald. I ain't going bald.
Yeah. That's me. I'm going bald.
Hey, well, since we're on this topic, matter of fact, we'll come back to that topic. We'll start this show. Let's go. Hey, 3, 2, 1. What's up, y'all? It's your main man, Jay Sands on sports, hip hop, and sports entertainment at its finest. That's right, y'all. The Big Kid is at it again. Season 6, episode 107. Podcast started in 2008. First hip hop sports podcast. Interviewed Royce the 5'9" here in Baltimore at the Sonar back in 2008. And been knocking them out ever since. Got my cousin Tahir Jahi on the co-host with the co-most, you know what I mean, holding it down with me.
What up?
You still showing up, cuz, huh? You still showing up.
Hey, you know, I'm here. Once I say I'm gonna do something, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna rock with it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You heard?
But you good?
Yes, sir. Yeah, they say that it never rains in Southern California, but man, I ain't been doing nothing but raining out here. So,
yeah.
Tony was lying, huh?
Lying like hell.
It's raining in West Baltimore too. So how about that part? You know what I mean? Well, hey, today in sports history, it's Shaquille O'Neal's birthday. It's Willie Stargell's birthday. In 1922, Babe Ruth signed for the Yankees. 3-year deal, $52,000 per year. That's what Babe Ruth was making.
Wow.
Yeah. Crazy stuff, man. Crazy stuff. One more. Give me one more. Oh, Muhammad Ali joined the Nation of Islam today. In 1964, changed his name to Muhammad Ali. Big day in history. Yeah. Hey, that's a good one. Yeah, Ali.
Wow.
That's a good one, man. Well, hey, man, everything's cool over here. Health is, everything's great, man. I'm in a great mood, and I'm happy we're doing a podcast, and I'm happy that we have the guests we have, because I've been trying. I know the guy for a long time, and I've been trying to, because I know the story's great. So I've been trying to line it up just to make some sense, you know what I mean? Finally, I got him on the joint, and that's my brother, AJ Woodson. Brother, how are you doing today?
Hey.
I'm good. Actually just linked up with your partner, Jay Rawls, for another podcast. Yeah. We just linked up. We didn't get a chance to really talk, but we was on the same podcast or something. I said, we definitely I gotta have a conversation with him.
No doubt. I believe they're down in that South by Southwest at Words and at John Robinson and them. That's going on right now.
So we go back to the days of Lone Cat.
Whew. Well, matter of fact, can you give us a 20-second bio about yourself real quick?
20 seconds, huh?
Yes, sir.
AJ Rock from the legendary underground group JVC Force that brought you the song Strong Island. Then I've been a hip hop journalist for everybody from The Source to Vibe and many other publications that ain't around. Met this brother when me and Reality, my partner Reality, was doing radio promotions and publicity. What was that, Groove Attack? Something like that, one of them labels. Yep. And I've always been a writer. Right now I got my own black media company, Black Westchester. I'm in Mount Vernon, you know what I'm saying? We the news with the black point of view, the voice of the people, you know what I'm saying? Holding all the elected officials' feet to the fire, that kind of thing. So I've been doing that for like 10 years, since 2014. And I never thought I'd be involved, but I'm like that dude, like the politicians need to come see me. They got to sit at my table and be interviewed and, show up for debates, and I'm doing stuff like that. So, I mean, and then, currently I'm on my 3rd book. We got our own thing, a look at hip hop from the 914.
No doubt. So we're way past 20 seconds.
Yeah, well, I tried to summarize it I tried to sell it. You was like 20 seconds. I was like,
yo, man.
you must have forgot my company was called Big Mouth Entertainment.
Oh man, hey, Big Mouth, Big Houdini. Well, hey man, this is a sports show, so I want to ask your favorite team starting with football.
Favorite team starting with football. Well, New York. I always supported all my New York teams.
Okay.
I always held it down for my New York teams.
Well, y'all got two for everything though, so you can't be one of them New York dudes. I like the Jets and the Giants. Ooh, I like the Yankees and the Mets. Ooh, I like the Islanders and the Rangers. No, you got to pick one of the teams in New York.
Well, see that's it. When I lived in Long Island, when I lived in Long Island, we were rocking with the Jets. When I lived in Mount Vernon, we were rocking with the Giants. But I've been diehard mostly a Giants fan. I support the Jets. I'm diehard mostly Giants. I'm diehard mostly Yankees, although I supported the Mets. I diehard mostly the Knicks. You know, I rock with the Nets, but I've been diehard Knicks since Bernard King.
Yeah.
And hockey, I just whoever's doing good, I just support them. Of the New York teams.
Did you grow up in Westchester?
Yeah, everybody asked me that question. I wrote about that in the book because I was born in Mount Vernon.
Okay, gotcha.
So my parents moved to Long Island when I was 7, got a house and everything. Then they got divorced, drove mom crazy. She moved me back to Mount Vernon to my dad's house for high school. Then I've been back and forth, but I'm here. My family's from Westchester.
Gotcha. Which sports did you play growing up in Mount Vernon?
Played more sports actually in Long Island. We used to play street. We used to play football. No, because we had houses in the block, so we played football. We played football on the street. We played tackle. The local electric company was called Lilco, Lilco. They had a big. We used to play with tackle with the white boys. That's when you could really, take out your frustration. You know what I'm saying? Like, you get in trouble for fighting them, but you can play some tackle and really hurt somebody. Like so.
Yeah.
So I played, but I played a little basketball too. I played baseball, but not really played. I mean, I liked the game, but it was mostly football and basketball.
No doubt. My man, Big Will Humphreys. Anybody from Mount Vernon always got to bring up Big Will because we went to school together in Cincinnati. And he was a hooper in Mount Vernon. So big up to my man, Big Will Humphreys. Well,
Mount Vernon is a b-ball city.
Yeah, I seen some of the hoopers come out of Mount Vernon.
You want to punish people in Mount Vernon in high school, you don't put them on punishment. You don't suspend them. You be like, no basketball during gym. Like, oh, no,
We're gonna go crazy. Word up. Well, AJ, check this out. You hear this sound right here? Let me turn it up. This means we are going out of the first quarter and we are going into the second quarter, and we're going to revisit that question about Baldwin because I want to ask both of y'all questions because the game's on. I was just watching this. Hey man, what's James Harden? What's he gonna cut first, the beard or the braids? James Harden, what's he gonna cut first? The beard or the braids? Who you got?
I think he's gonna go with the braids first.
You gonna cut the braids before the beard? Yeah, what you think, AJ Harden?
Yeah, the beard is like what he's known for, so he gotta keep the beard. So I said the beard, yeah.
Say word. And this is another question because it's getting warm, but it's not too warm. So if you go out, like I was out at CIAA this weekend, I was out from Thursday, and then Sunday I went to go see the De La event they had in DC. Shout out to Roddy Rod at Two Tone Jones. Grap Lover was hosting it. And seeing all the dudes up there, man. But one thing you notice is that you get these little ashy, so the ash is still there, right? So I want to ask y'all brothers, man, what do y'all prefer, man, for the hands, the feet, they get a little crusty. Do y'all prefer shea butter or just the lotion for your feet and your hands?
Shea butter.
Shea butter?
Yeah.
So that's
I got dry skin. Shea butter and ironically, extra virgin olive oil and shea butter.
What?
Yeah.
that New York. That's that
No,
Godfather.
actually, I learned that when I was married. One of my stepdaughters had really, really dry skin, and the only thing that would help was the extra virgin olive oil. That's the only thing that would, yeah.
I believe that's the first time I've heard olive oil on the skin. I guess I don't take Tahir. It makes sense, don't it? You know.
Yeah, no, I actually,
I put it in my scalp. I put it on my scalp. Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. He keep it on hand.
And
got the shade right there.
What? Hey, black men, we're gonna pause before I say black men stay moisturized all day. No ashy, man.
And I keep my head bald, so it's really good for my head, especially in the summertime. It's really good, yeah.
Say word, say word.
Yeah, I gotta go with the shea butter. That's for sure.
Yeah. Okay. This summer I'm gonna be shea butter sands. I'm gonna have the shea butter pop in. I'm gonna be fun. And shea butter got the little smell with it too. So the shea butter, you put that shit on, you fucking around. Yeah, shea butter. Well, hey, this is how we met. We were talking about it earlier. I had a distribution deal through Groove Attack, and they were using you and Reality's company for a promo on our vinyl single, just on the stuff that they were doing. That's how we met. Came up to New York. I was in the office with all the records and whatnot. But can you explain what you were doing at that time with your record promotion?
Yo, so first doing the rap thing, and then so you getting all this attention. You travel in the world and everything. My group breaks up. And I've been a hip hop head forever, like I still am. So I still wanted to do something. You know what I mean? So I got into the writing thing, and then I knew everybody at the labels and stuff. And Reality actually hooked us up because her homegirl was working there and brought us on. Brought Reality on. Reality brought me on, so I gotta give her props. So I was doing radio promotions, publicity, just anything to stay around it, to stay relevant, to keep, what I'm saying, be involved. You know what I mean? And that's where I was at the time. We were doing radio, underground radio, college and underground radio promotions.
Yeah, that was big.
Yeah.
That was big back then. I mean, that was back when you ordered 2,500 copies, then you got 1,000 white labels shipping out the radio. I mean, you got to have $800 just for postage. You feel what I'm saying? Like, those were the days you needed a budget to push your single, man. So yeah,
there's no email and MP3s. No, wasn't none of that.
Yeah.
You actually had to write up the envelope, stuff the envelope, put the postage on it, and mail it out. You had to,
Well, where'd the money go then? Where's the money at? Because I mean, okay, if you ain't got to spend that $800 for postage and all that, just send the MP3. Where's the money at? Is it going to the artist? Or the labels keeping it? Of course, but I'm just asking rhetorically.
Well, I think right now, like, that's the difference. Now you really can do it without money. Like, you couldn't. We came out 87, 88. I had to sign to a label for the world to hear me. These cats now, you do something in your basement, you hit the streaming service or whatever you do on your computer, and you can reach the world or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So you could actually do stuff without no money, almost. I mean, you have to have some money involved. You can't just, but you can do a lot more with a lot less now.
So my dumb ass buying all these damn features, I could just be running down the street somewhere, jumping in front of cars and go viral. Rapping. Just fuck out of here, man. Well, hey, man, check this out. You hear the horn, that means we are going out of the second quarter and we are going into halftime. Now, Tahir, we're going to go back into Black Men's Health for halftime. So did you get your workout in today, my brother?
Yes, I did. Got about 4, close to 5 mile walk in.
Okay.
I didn't get to the gym, so I just did push-ups, crunches, lunges here at the house, So drank a ass of water. Yeah, I'm good. Yep.
I'm killing water. I got excuses, man. I'm an excuse capped it. I can make more excuses to myself to not work out, dude. I got 1,000 excuses and I'm on like the first 3. So it's like, dude, for instance, I worked out late last night. So you get it's like, damn, if I take a shower, I don't want to go work out, but man, I gotta get past that nigga. I don't care if you just got out of the shower, you can go work out and take another shower. Don't use a shower as an excuse to not work out. Cause I'll be like, man, you know what, man, you just took a shower, man. You kind of fresh smelling, man. Nah, dude, go in there and get that gym. There's more water that will come out the spout for you to get clean again. So I got to get out of my excuses. I've been telling my kid that, you know, the hardest thing is to get from wherever you're at, the couch or whatever, to the actual workout. Once you get to the workout, it's cool. You're ready. You're just ready to start going. But to get your ass from the house to the gym, that's the fight and battle. And we'll see. I think I might go jogging after this. It's late, and my clubhouse that I go to with the ellipticals, they close at 11. So I might just go ahead and hit the outdoor mile. I might go ahead and hit me an outdoor mile real quick, you know, just to get the lungs, you know. I'll be doing Sands, be smoking, so Sands got, you know, stay on it. But yeah, that might be my workout today. Do a little bit of stretching, might do a little bit of, you know, rows or something, but I might go ahead and clock me a little mile on the outdoor run. What about you, AJ, man? What you into?
Yo, I have to start getting back more into it. You kind of get busy. Like, you know, I work, like I write. So like I'm sitting down. So a lot of this is catching up with me. So I'm just, you know, doctor's like, yo, I need you to do a little bit more. So, you know, the walking, at least, you know, I started with just the walking, and I got that machine where you know, you sit down and you pedal while I'm working. So I'm trying to get more, and my girl's trying to get me, you know, I drink a lot more water and stuff now, you know, but it's just like when you used to working around the clock, it's just like, yo, time just flies, and you just be, and I'm doing like multiple things. So it's just like, it ain't no excuse. It's just like you need to, I'm starting to try to purposely be purposeful and do it on, you know what I'm saying? And make time for it. And that's what it's, so.
You got the gallon jug?
Yes.
Okay, yeah.
It says to tell you to drink a certain ounce.
Yeah. Everybody needs a gallon.
I've been doing a little bit of cucumber and lemon in it, like chopping it up the night before and put it in. Let it sit in the refrigerator for a couple hours, then, you know, I'll be ready to drink it in the morning.
Ooh, check out, imagine when it's like 90 degrees outside and you eat that joint. Ooh, that joint go good out your spine. Hey.
And I've been doing a lot more smoothies lately. I got this little this thing to do the smoothies. You know, I throw all the fruit and some spinach and stuff in there, and I've been doing a little bit more of that. So I'm you know, I'm trying to be around a little longer. So I'm trying to, you know.
Hey, look, that's what it is. Hey, check it out, man. What I see? The lady said you should try to eat more living things. So like strawberries, things are living, blueberries.
Yes.
Eat more living things. You know, I'm not eating no damn dare, but I know what she meant. Eat some shit that's still, you know, there. So yeah, big up the men's health, man. Because again, we're on a clock, and that clock's ticking. And if we can buy ourselves more at ticks by just being a little bit more conscious to our health, and we know that, you know, the health shit fucks with Black people more than anybody in this country. We want to stay on top of it. So, yo, that's what we do here on Sands on Sports. And we're going out of halftime, going in the third quarter. Now, my man, AJ, can you please break down how JVC4 started?
So real quick. So again, I was from Mount Vernon. I came out to Central Islip, Long Island. B Love lived a block behind me. You know what I'm saying? Okay. So I've known him he's been my brother since I was like 7 and he was 5. Like we've been like, and if we probably never got into music, we still would have been brothers. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Kurt, I didn't really know Kurt. He lived a block the other way. So when I get back after high school, I go back up to Long Island trying to figure what I'm gonna do. And all of the guys on the block told me, yo, Kurt and Bill is doing their thing now. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, they had a party. Some they were doing some girls' house party. So my dudes on the block drove me over there, and it was like, yo, let A get on the mic. So I get on the mic, I say what I do my little whatever. Now B Love is his set, so he not gonna we did battle, but he ain't gonna let nobody kind of be nicer than him on his set. So then he get on the mic. So while it wasn't really a battle, we was going back and forth, and everybody talked about how great we sounded together. The next day we met up in Kurt's garage. They already had the group. I joined the group, and you know what I'm saying, we started doing routines and practicing, and within a year or so we were sending out demos, and that
What year is this? What year is this?
So 86 going to 87.
Wow.
The record comes out 88. Wow. Red Alert breaks it for the first Strong Island New Year's Eve weekend going into 88. 87 going into 88. He the first person to break the record. Yeah. So
what were I'm trying to imagine, separate Long Island from the boroughs. I'm trying to think of Long Island hip hop, just Long Island. I'm including Biz Markie in that, Flavor Flav in that, and I'm just like, dudes from the city probably used to come out to Long Island and have a great ass time. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. You had Biz, who was always around. The town I lived in, Central Ice, we had K Solo. I actually went to school, elementary and junior high with him. Kevin Madison, Keith Murray, who's after us. The next town over is Brentwood. I lived close to the borderline of CI and Brentwood. So you had Craig Mack, who was always at my house all the time. Yeah. Then you had EPMD. And then about 5-10 minutes in the other, you got De La and Amityville. Then you had like Rakim and Wyandanch. And then, that's all Suffolk County. And then further towards now, so you had, Freddie Fox is from Wyandanch too. Then you had the whole Freeport, Roosevelt, Hempstead. That's Public Enemy. That's Leaders of the New School. That's Method Man actually used to live out there. If you get him talking about it, he's talking about when he was a Hempstead Tiger when he was little, and he can still do this. The thing he used to do all the time, he still do that. So he was there. LL was from Bayshore before he moved to Queens. Yeah. So yeah, it was just like, it's a very Long Island. So there's so many people I left out.
Right. Yeah.
There's so many people I left out. And again, like where I'm from, Westchester, same thing. You had to be from one of the 5 boroughs originally to be respected. You know what I'm saying? Like areas like Westchester, Mount Vernon, New Rochelle, Yonkers, areas like Long Island, wasn't really kind of like, you was doing it. You kind of didn't know we did Strong Island because nobody really was repping Long Island. Yeah. You didn't really know. If you didn't know Public Enemy and Rakim were from Long Island. We got the word from Chuck where he said, Strong Island way, I got him wildin'. Yeah. And you heard Rakim say, roughing up the break, New York from Long Island.
Long Island, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But if you really didn't know, you thought they was from the city. So it was like they wasn't repping. So we did Long Island to put kind of the anthem on it, the way KRS did the Bronx and Shan did for QB and the 100 million people did for Brooklyn, and you know what I'm saying? And it's just like we did it. And then you have people like talking about Long Island. You have people like saying I'm from Strong Island, like, you know what I'm saying? You have people owning it, and so when Daylight comes out another year, so they owning it from Long Island. You know what I'm saying? And they doing it differently and all that. So.
All right, I need I need your worst LIRR trip.
Ah! I don't know. You know what was bad? Like if you was going to the city, and you was taking the train on the weekends. If you miss a certain train, you gotta wait a couple of hours. Like it wasn't running right. So you missed like that 1 o'clock train. You had to wait till 3 o'clock or 5 o'clock. Like it wasn't no half hour every. So like. If you hanging out in the club, you know what I'm saying? You just like, you know what I mean? Like, it's just like, yo, you kind of jammed up. So I remember them days having to miss the train and having to wait a couple hours and waiting for the train. I don't really have many bad LIRR stories, to be honest.
I have great ones. Like I said, I used to catch
that's what I'm saying. I got great memories. Listen, I did a whole lot of stuff on the Long Island Railroad.
I used to go out there to see 88 Keys. That's the only reason I caught the LIRR was to go to 88 Keys house. And those were all great. Every time I went was a great experience. So I fucked with that like hard. I ain't getting on that motherfucker right now, but yeah.
And then in Westchester we got Metro North, which is the same thing. It's got a different name, but the train looked the same though. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So we're talking about the 80s, but this is 2024. I correct me if I'm wrong, but they said $2 billion worth of vinyl records sold last year, and this year they plan on doubling it. So what are your thoughts on that, the vinyl resurgence?
I give props to the turntablists and the DJs that actually still bring their set out.
Oh,
and they still play vinyl. Like those do, because back in the days, you had to have like 5-6 people with you to carry your crates and you know what I'm saying, and carry your equipment. Now you got a coffin, a laptop, and you know what I'm saying, and your laptop got all your songs, and you basically carry that yourself. I mean, it's a different thing, but the Serato, no slight to the Serato DJs and all that. If you're a DJ and you had skills, you could still rock on those and still be a nasty DJ. But there's a lot of people that just learned on those. Yeah. They never touched the vinyl or nothing like that. So I'm happy to hear, because I didn't know that the numbers, the vinyl numbers. I'm happy to hear there's numbers like that for vinyl. Like that's incredible.
That might be dollars, $2. But yeah, in 2023, vinyls purchased. They purchased basically 50 million vinyl albums, so 50 million times 10, wow. And that's 14% from the 2022, and they said they're gonna double that this year. You know what I mean? So look, I got pressure playing.
Well, shout to those who keep vinyl alive. Like you can't have hip hop without vinyl. Vinyl is hip hop. Like them days. We all had them days when we went through our moms and our pops collection and we start pulling out. You know what I'm saying? Them joints. Like that's our first joints. Like digging in our first digging in the crates was at our house, probably either our parents' house or your friend whose mom and dad had a great. Because there was a couple of friends who didn't get their parents didn't get their records back either.
You ever had to share a record with somebody?
Yeah.
Actually, they get it Monday through Wednesday, and then you get it Thursday.
Well, actually, the way we did Strong Island came from, there was a DJ in Central Islip, DJ Spontaneous, and he wanted my Good Times. And I'm like, nah, dude, that's like, I had doubles. It's like, so he gave me a 45 telling me, this is an underground gem. He really hyped me up. Like, he really got me. But you know what that song, what that 12-inch, that 45 ended up being? Free to Pain, the easiest way to fall, which is what we use for Strong Island. So now, I don't know what the record is now. We have B-Love is in college, and B-Love Pops is the DJ. So me and Kurt in the garage with his pops, and something said, yo, you got some Free to Pain? And the big hit from them was the Band of Gold. So he's playing that. I'm like, nah, that's not it. Is there anything on the other side? Then that and that's so that got, it wasn't a sharing record, but it was a got. Cause I was mad though. Cause I was like, I can't cut this up. I threw the thing away. I'm like, I was mad. I might have broke it or something, but I remembered the song, and years later, that's what we ended up using for Strong Island.
Wow. That might be an example of karma. We always talk about karma on the bad side. Oh, karma gonna get that motherfucker. I can't wait.
Because I was pissed. I was pissed because I knew he got me. Like, it wasn't that it was a whack song, but it wasn't Good Times though.
Yeah.
Like, it was my good times. You got my good times though. Like, yo,
good times. Good times. Bro, I could use that. Good. I could use that on any. Good. I love good. Brother. Good. I'm putting that in all the good. That's the good. Good. I love it. Hey. Good. Hey. We are out of the third quarter. We are going into the fourth quarter, and going to the fourth quarter, my brother, because we are talking about you. You are a writer. We are all writers. Tahir writes, I write, and you write. But we want to talk about your writing and your publication, because we talked about it earlier on the political power that you have created, the space you created for yourself with Black Westchester. So can you tell us exactly what's going on with that, brother?
I mean, it's just something that fell in my lap. I got to be honest. I wasn't really into politics before that. I was living in Atlanta. I was living in Georgia, Marietta, Georgia, and my mom's get stage 4 cancer. I come back home to take care of her. So I'm in the hospital every day. And my man that I used to rock with, we had a music company together. He got more into activism, was doing his thing. And he got tired of the news only showing little clips of the press conference. So he brought him some equipment to record the whole press conference and then like put it on YouTube so you can see the whole press conference. So this one day I'm in the hospital like every day. He's like, yo, come take a ride. You can work the camera for me. So it was like these 4 black parole officers went upstate to get an escaped parolee. He wasn't there. And when they left the town, they were pulled over by the white cops and held at gunpoint on the ground for 45 minutes. Now they had bulletproof vests that said New York State, NYS, parole, big letters. They had badges on chains around their neck, and they were in a government vehicle, and they're held at the ground to like that. Don't move, like there was a terrorist or something like or a bank robber or something. So nothing ended up happening, and they were announcing this day that they were suing the police department. You know what I'm saying? So later on, he gives me the link to the video on YouTube, and I always had a blog, and I basically was like, yo, what? It ain't safe for a brother like me out there. If it ain't safe for them, what chance a brother like me got on the street? Like they was all legit and you couldn't be more legit, and they got held at. So that ended up birthing what we call Black Westchester. My partner had the name. Shout out to Damon K. Jones. We were just like the voice of the black community, the news with the black point of view. Now we like the voice of the voiceless. We've helped get wrongfully incarcerated dudes out, and the cops that lied on them in jail. You know what I'm saying? We've caused a few cops to lose their jobs or be suspended. We've helped elected officials get in, and the ones that didn't act right, we helped them get right back out. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, so now I'm like, I can't say like I'm balling out of control, but my phone, I got congressmen and DAs and mayors and county legislators on speed dial.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like you need something, and I'm like that connected dude, like for the people that in the hood that really ain't got no voice. So when they have something, when they get, some kind of racial situation, some kind of whatever, they come to us and we shine light on it on a local level. So like, and we did this also to change how we're portrayed by the media. Cause you know what I'm saying? So, so I could go on and on, but that's what it's about. That's what.
Keep going on.
Wow. So, we had this in the Rochelle, which is the next town over, Brand Nubians, Master Ceremony, Rough House Survivors. There was this, we've had our second young black man killed by the police since George Floyd.
Yeah.
By the cops. You know what I'm saying? Like, and so I'm all on that. I'm working with the family. Getting their story out there, press conferences and, the whole nine. So I do a lot of behind the scene working and fortifying them. And then now I'm like the vice president of the Mount Vernon NAACP. So I wear that hat to attack it on another level. You know what I'm saying? I got that strong media voice, but when they don't want to deal with the black media, it's kind of hard to say no to the NAACP sometimes. So, I'm able to use to walk into that, that lane and still. So that's what we do. We just, we make a lot of noise. I mean, we represent our people, but we also show the good in our people. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? The underground hero, the heroes in your neighborhood who've been holding it down, doing stuff for the community. They don't get no publicity. They don't do it for that. Yeah. We try to highlight them as well, bring light to them and uplift our kids. When the kids is doing something positive, like they turned one of the high schools in Mount Vernon to the Denzel Washington School of the Arts, like a famed school. Them kids is fantastic the way they putting on like plays that should be on Broadway in their school, like, you know what I'm saying? So I be highlighting a lot of that stuff and celebrating them kids, so yeah.
That's dope, man. Congratulations on that, man. Because what's the demographic of Westchester? Because if I'm not familiar, it's not Long Island, but it's a little more upscale than the city. Am I correct?
So depends on where. Like northern Westchester is Hillary Clinton and Bill Clinton live in this place called Chappaqua. That's one of the cities.
Okay.
They live in Westchester.
Yeah.
When Obama was president, his first administration, half of his administration lived in Westchester.
Okay.
At one point, all 4 commissioners of the professional sport teams lived in Westchester. Wow. You know what I'm saying? This is like, you know what I'm saying?
Ain't that where fucking Charles Xavier lives? Ain't that where the X-Men are in Westchester, ain't they?
I don't think. I think is that Westchester? I gotta.
Yeah, they got the X-Men mansion in Westchester.
You know, I am embarrassed that I have to do my superhero due diligence and look that up. Cause I mean things like that I know. So and I didn't know. So I didn't pay that much. So yeah, maybe, but yeah. So but then you got lower Westchester.
Yeah.
Mount Vernon is connected to the Bronx. Yonkers is connected to the Bronx. New Rochelle is a little bit up. You know what I'm saying? So those are more your urban, like Mount Vernon and parts of Yonkers are more. They're not city. They're not the city, but they still have like a lot of the city vibe, one-way streets. You know, a lot of the South Side anyway. Then the North Side is, you got a lot of money on the North Side. So you know what I'm saying. But it's one of the richest counties in the country. But they don't like me because I bring out that there is poverty and there is crime and there is racism that exists in this county. Like they don't act like that exists. And I keep that in their face. Like, no, this is it. Like every police commissioner in the area I had interviewed, and they all within that year, they all told me that there's no racism in their police department. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, everyone, no one admitted that they had any sort of racism in their department. But y'all got Black and brown people getting killed. You know what I'm saying? So just bring it and working on. I learned the difference of like, people talk about Martin Luther King and marching and stuff. I learned that Martin Luther King, everything for him was changing legislation. So it was about educating our people. You know what I'm saying? Like, you get mad at something going on in your city, you scream on your mayor. Sometimes it's not your mayor, it's your city councils that's the one that creates the legislation. So you need to show up at your city council meeting instead of blaming the mayor, because the mayor signs off of once it's already proved and passed like a president, you know what I'm saying? But they don't make the legislation. So teaching our people that and educating them, and we don't like the way it is, we work hard to try to change the law, you know what I'm saying? And create new law. And we have the power to do that in our votes and all that, but we don't understand that a lot of times. So, just educating our people,
Yeah, that's it makes me think of Teslin Figueroa. I took one of her classes, and she breaks down how you run for city council. You know what I'm saying? Like whatever public office. You know what I'm saying? Definitely a lot of education is needed in our community because we don't have a clear understanding of how anything.
They don't teach civics. They don't teach us civics. Right.
Right. So, quick question for you. There's like a growing number of Black people, Black Americans delineating politically. Have you experienced any residual effect of that? Have you seen that locally?
When you say delineating, what do you mean? What do you
basically Black Americans saying, "Yo, we are delineating away from Caribbeans, people who migrated here. We're a whole different."
Oh,
lineage.
Your man Tariq.
Yeah, like yeah.
FBA. They call themselves FBAs.
Yeah.
Foundational Black Americans.
Yeah. Have you had, like, from a political standpoint, since you're actually boots on the ground, have you experienced any residual effects of that movement?
Well, I see it in the call for reparations.
Okay.
Especially because they feel reparations of ADOS, American Descendants of Slavery. Like, if you're not an American descendant of slavery, like if you was in the Caribbean, there was slavery there, but it didn't happen here.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So like, if there's reparations, you need to get reparations from Jamaica or wherever it was. Like, that's been that who deserves reparations, the American descent. So I've seen that, and I've seen on the other side a lot of people who migrated here, you know, your Caribbeans, your Hispanics, they look at us, American-born Black people, as lazy, and you know, they don't really have a respect. They like, yo, they don't have none of this stuff where they come from, and then they come here and they're like, yo, you have opportunities, all these opportunities, and y'all don't take care, you don't take advantage of it, and it's like it's a whole different level. So they kind of like, a lot of them look down on Black Americans, you know, a certain level of Black Americans who they feel like, yo, you just take this stuff for granted. You don't even go for it. We got to come here, learn this language, do all this, you know, and everything, and we succeeding, and y'all still doing what y'all doing, you know. So I see that as well. But I mean, that's not just locally here. That's everywhere. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah.
Just based on the fact that that's where you are, I just wanted to see how you know, how that's kind of permeated, you know, through the street.
I even did a show. We did a show for National Hispanic Month, where we had a bunch of Hispanics from different places and stuff that's local, and they talk about their colorism. Like some of them that pass for white don't respect those that have more color, and they don't think of themselves as Hispanic, and they was just talking about the prejudice amongst themselves. And I knew it existed, but I didn't know it existed on that level. And you know what I'm saying? And we had a whole series of shows about it, and I learned a lot. I was like, whoa, okay, you know what I mean? So
yeah, you know, you found out real quick if you're able to check people's documents, because there's a lot of Hispanic people checking that white. You know what I'm saying? Because there's benefits, right? So
right.
And hence the whole point of, I guess, delineating. You know what I'm saying? And actually, like, hey, y'all gonna have to, you know, pay homage, pay some respect to those who actually paved the way for you. You know what I mean? And so it's great to see people like yourself actually boots on the ground, actually collecting data and actually capturing how people are really living, you know what I'm saying? The good and the bad, you know what I mean? I think that's the part that's missing, is the good part. So thank you.
Right. Well, we do that with the website, blackwestchester.com, and the newspaper that's monthly. But then I did a series of books. The first one was, you know, the origin story. You know, I'm in a superhero, so it's Black Westchester, the origin story. You know, it's like our origin story. And the second one, for last year for Black History Month, and in March, Women's History Month, I wrote a book, Black Westchester Celebrates Black Women of Westchester. So I documented all the women of Westchester, the first this, the first that, and then all the women who moved here. Betty Shabazz moved to Mount Vernon right after Malcolm died, and 2 doors down was Nina Simone. You know what I'm saying? And Ella Fitzgerald spent a lot of time in Yonkers, and you know, Sojourner Truth actually lived up in northern Westchester, and Madam C.J. Walker built her mansion out here. So it's just like all the women, whether they lived here or they came through here, it was just celebrating all Black women. And I wrote that book. And then the new book I wrote was the same thing in mind. Everybody was talking about the 50th anniversary of hip hop. And I heard everybody complain that their region wasn't getting covered enough. And so I decided to do a book named after Heavy D Joint, We Got Our Own Thing, a look at hip hop from the 914, and I break down Mount Vernon, New Rochelle, Yonkers. Those are the 3 big meccas of Westchester. And then everybody else, all the people that came before, and you know how Mount Vernon and Yonkers is connected to the Bronx, and you know, and all you know, just a look at. So when you talk about 914 and hip hop, you put some respect on the name after you read that book. You know, hopefully, you know what I mean. So it was just a document in the importance of, you know, hip hop in 914. So everything I'm doing is documenting Westchester. But of course I got some flack because I made a record called Strong Island. I lived in Long Island. So everybody's like, yo, where the 516 book, yo? That 914 thing is good. Where the Long Island? Where the Strong Island book?
It's coming.
So hopefully in the next couple of years, I don't know what I'm going to do, but, you know, God willing, I'll be doing some sort of book. Some book named Strong Island, whether it's about the group and everything around us, or whether it's about Long Island hip hop, or there'll be a book with the name Strong Island in this, hopefully in the next 2-3 years. So, you know, but the current book now,
No, go ahead.
The current book now, I'm really happy. I'm really proud of, and I'm really just pushing. And I'm doing the same thing y'all used to do back in the day, kind of selling it out of the trunk. You know, it's on Amazon. That would be the label. You know what I'm saying? I'm getting my joints. You know what I'm saying? and I'm going to all these book signings, and I carry a
That's right.
backpack everywhere I go. I was in the supermarket the other day. Somebody was like, "Yo, I gotta get your book." Oh, yeah, I got it right now. I pulled it out. I'm signing books in the produce section. You know what I'm saying? Like, so wherever I'm at, I have my backpack with me. So you don't reach the people like if you had national distribution with Barnes and Noble, but I make more money. Yeah. And even with Amazon take half the money like a label do. So like I get the author copies for just the cost of publishing, and I sell them, and I make a lot more money selling them. So you just got to be out. You got to hit the street. Same thing how you had to promote your records back in the days. You got
to hit the libraries. Libraries always having authors come in the library, especially down here.
I did a library tour.
Yeah.
I created because I'm an artist. As an artist, so I was like, nobody ever did a library tour. So I toured through all the libraries in Westchester, like twice.
Billy D. Williams was just down here in Baltimore last week promoting his book. They have they come through, man. Joy Reid's here this week.
Right, Joy Reid was here. We get a lot of the authors to come through here too. But like as an independent artist, you have to do all the work though. Like it's not for the weak and for the lazy. Like, I'm constantly like I'll be sitting in the house, somebody like, oh they're having a women's month event at City Hall. I'm out front, come outside with your bag. And you know what I'm saying? And I'm at the event, you know what I'm saying? And I'm selling some book. Like it's like you don't get a lot of rest. And then at night, I probably sent you a link. I'm sending out the links on every way I can. If I'm connected to you to Instagram, I'm hitting you on Messenger, or I'm tweeting it to you, or I'm on all the social media outlets, and I'm doing little interviews like this, and I'm sharing them, and so it's just like it's a constant thing. And then I'm doing Black Westchester, which is an all day, everyday thing too. Yeah. So it's like, I sleep every other Thursday. So you know what I'm saying?
Well, we're at the age where we gotta get good sleep. Matter of fact, check this out. The expansion's address is 1407 Gray Malkin Lane, Salem Center, located in Westchester County, New York. So the X-Men are in Westchester.
So Salem?
Yeah, they have. Y'all got ain't nobody fucking with y'all up in the 914. Y'all got back up.
yo, I'm gonna use that. I'm gonna use that in the article too.
No doubt.
Yeah.
Hey, for real, you need to go ahead and just try to investigate what's going on. Where's this man? You know what I mean? Yeah, this
you said Salem, SALEM, Salem.
Yeah, like Salem Cigarettes, SALEM Center.
I never even heard of that.
Salem Center,
New York.
1407
North Salem,
Gray Malkin Lane.
Northeastern section of Westchester County. Yeah. So that's north. That's okay.
Yeah.
Wait till I get off of here. Oh, I'm gonna have some fun. Yeah.
Fuck around.
Hey, we like yo, me and my partners, a group of activists, we kind of like the X-Men. You know what I'm saying? We all everybody got their little superpower, you know what I'm saying? Everybody like, we come together like Voltron or for whatever, and we all hold it. We all are forced by ourselves, but when we together, oh Lord, it's you don't want none. Like it's just like So from the highest political level to the lowest level on the street, we got all of that in our. You know what I'm saying? And however it has to come at you, that's how it's coming at you. Like,
So unification, unity works. Unity and organization does work.
Well, I learned the first lesson I learned because let me tell you, before doing Black Westchester, I had no involvement in politics, no love for politics. My only involvement in politics, people swear I'm lying. I voted for Obama twice and I voted for Bill Clinton twice. I ain't been voting no other elections. I ain't know nothing about no city council. I ain't care about that. I was about getting my paper like everybody else. But with all the interviews I've done, I've learned with all of this, and I learned how it works and how politics is important and all everything you do. So yeah, like the first lesson I learned in politics, there's no permanent friends and there's no permanent enemies in politics, only permanent interests. So I say that to say, like, I might have came at you, we might have been on two different sides, but now we try to get somebody out. Oh, now we together. and we coming for you. You know what I'm saying? Now we may never be together again in life, but for that one thing, so I can work with, I've worked with Republicans before the Trump era. You know what I'm saying? I've worked with, we started the Independence Party where we are. We was the Mount Vernon Independence Party. We was trying to build that up to take the control out of the two parties. You know what I'm saying? To have another. So I've done a lot. We caused a lot of trouble. What they say, good trouble. John Lewis said good trouble. Yeah. And a lot of people like, yo, what the hell are they gonna do? Who the hell are they? They found out the hard way because we ain't got a lot of money, but we got a big digital footprint and we got a big following and we educate the people and so.
Politics is what? Yesterday, Nikki Haley and Trump, they were battling on Tuesday or something. What was it called? Tuesday something. And,
Super Tuesday, yeah.
Yeah, now today she got her ass kicked and she's gonna be wearing the Trump hat. So salute that man, trying to get him to be president.
I'm waiting to see. I hope that's not the case, but it's probably because they all do. I haven't seen her with the Trump hat yet, like her supporting Trump. But I won't be surprised if it is, because they all do. They all talk about how they all say all kinds of negative stuff about him. He disrespects them, their wives, their families, everything about them, and then they like, afterwards, we're 100% behind Trump. Like,
two things coming this spring: her with the Trump hat and the McRib. There's gonna be two things coming.
You said McRibs?
McRib sandwich and her.
I think when I was younger and a teenager, we had to try it because it was new. That's one of the worst things that a black person can eat. That's one of the worst things a black person can eat. It's no rib in there. It's all processed meat. We don't even get away from. We tried to get a protest to get the law changed. I can't get black people to boycott McDonald's for like a week. Because they addicted to the French fries and McDonald's know it. McDonald's like, I don't care what you talk about. Girls ain't gonna never give up on French fries. Like,
this is the real deal. You gonna be out there boycotting, then you know how to have the Simpsons with all the flames and the marching. My daughter gonna be the one in the front row about the French fries.
But we were just like, it didn't even have to go there. It was just like trying to teach black people the power of their dollar.
Yeah.
We are consumers instead of producers.
Yeah.
And this whole world runs on us as the machine, as the consumers. Once we become the producers, we start taking money out of their pocket and we can start building generational wealth and all that for our own. But we don't understand that. So the $1.3 or $2 trillion we spend a year, every corporation, every group of people, they live and eat off of us being the consumers. When they gave out that money for COVID, they didn't do that to help the poor. They knew that the black people was going to spend that money right away, and it was going to ignite the economy. The economy needed poor people and black people to be spending that money. You know what I'm saying? That's what this.
I think it's an American way, man. I'm sorry to interrupt, but this is a capitalistic society. Everything's a pyramid. So it's like we're at the bottom of the pyramid and we don't have, like for instance, if we wanted to buy a plane, we can't buy a plane for Black America from another black person. We have to buy it from, if we want to buy guns sell like a motherfucker. We can't buy guns from black people. So it's like the stuff that we want to buy, we can't buy it from ourselves because we're not making it. Only the few people at the top of that pyramid, that capitalistic pyramid, those are the ones that have the resources to make broadband, cable, Wi-Fi. I mean, in the sense that airplanes, water filtration, the shit that we preach
that every day. We don't even make toilet. Like if white people left this world right now, black people wouldn't be able to do. We don't even own a toilet paper company to wipe our butt. Like something that simple. We don't own. We don't own any of the things. The cars we drive, the wheels they're on, the rims. We don't own anything. The systems that's in the car, everything we use is making someone else.
It's coming from Africa. The systems is coming. The
right.
cobalt and all that shit's coming from Africa.
Right.
So
But,
I'm just like,
go ahead.
no, I'm just like, okay, I got $100,000. I want to buy a car from a black car manufacturer. What I'm gonna do? Be riding around the Flintstone car, fucker. You know what I mean? Like, we don't have the we're not selling. We're not the sellers in the society.
We're not the producers, right? We're not the producers. We're the consumers.
Yeah. Like we can produce. We produce a lot of intellectual property, but we always seem to lose that. But as far as like actual stuff, you put your hands on and move. You know,
look at the movies like The Matrix. There was a black lady who wrote the books that they stole from her for that story, and the Terminator stories that came from a black woman. I think she finally got her due, and her great grandkids are gonna go to college off of that. But it was just like everything we do, they steal or they find a way that they can make money off. You know what I'm saying? And it's like we literally are the creators of everything.
Yeah.
We don't know it, and we end up going to the man for a job, and then when we create something under that umbrella, it's his. Yeah. It's not, you know what I'm saying? Because like
big bank,
we don't support
little bank. Yeah.
But even politics, we complain when our black politicians, what we call, sell us out.
Yeah.
But every other group of people except for us, we don't support our politicians and our candidates. We support them with our words and not our wallets. Like if we put together black PACs, we can support the good people that we want to put in there. But these other people, they take money from developers who want to get rid of affordable housing. They take money from, all these other corporations and stuff. They don't mean us no good. You know what I'm saying? But these people got to run. They got to take that money because we ain't got the money to support them. So we're never going to have the power and have their ear. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, it's with everything. We have to understand our economic power. We try to teach that and bring people on and try to explain that a little bit. And hopefully it'll sink in somewhere, and that next generation will be doing it. But I don't know.
There's actually a book, Dr. Claude Anderson.
Yes, we quote him a lot.
Yeah, yeah, Powernomics and Black Labor, White Wealth. Those are staples on my table. And Martin Luther King, when he said I'm afraid that I integrated my people into a burning building, with the immigration thing. I think a lot of our industries were destroyed when we integrated. You know what I'm saying? So
well, absolutely. Integration might have been one of the worst things that happened to us, because when we were segregated, we couldn't go to the white dentist, we couldn't go to the white doctor, we couldn't go to the white restaurant. So we had to spend, and we were recycling our dollars over and over and over. Now we are we the only people who dollar, like other communities, their dollars go through their community 6, 7, 8 times before it leaves the community. We get our money leaves the community right away. Like we don't. So I could get on that. We do this all the time. This is what we talk about all the time, and try to educate people. I'm learning a lot myself. Like I'm learning with every story I do. I got a lot to learn, and I gotta start looking at things a certain way too. But at least we're trying to educate the people and hopefully bring up them young people and them young soldiers, and because at a certain point, I just turned 58 February 5th, and there's an African proverb that says young people for war, older people for counsel. Like at some point, I'm not gonna be on the front line doing what I'm doing, but I can bring up these young cats, and every movement was the young cats. Every movement was young people. When Martin Luther King was out, John Lewis was 14 years old, and you see what he turned out to be. So we need to raise our next John Lewis's and stuff, and they got all the energy. So let them do the fighting, but we got the knowledge. Let us do the counsel. You know what I'm saying? Like, all right, this is not the way you handle this. This is how you handle it strategically. Like, let us, and if we start working together and start getting like that, they know these things about us. That's why they do everything in their power to make it that we don't do these things.
Yeah. I think Jay saying was a solution. I think one thing we should look at where we spend our money. Like where do we spend our money? And if we're spending our money there, we need to be developing our own businesses in that field. Okay, we spend a lot of money on gas, and there's no gas. Like try to drive around, find a black gas station, and just I'm only going to spend money with black gas stations. Try that. You're not going you're not going to go far. So I think we just start looking at things that we spend our money on that clothes. Well, we need to be spending money on black clothing companies. We have those, but the things that we don't have, again, like I said, like gas. If you want to build,
we got a black toothbrush company called Coral, Coral. I only buy toothbrushes from them.
They were.
You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, it comes in a 5-pack, and but it's like you have to look. Like, you know how you said digging in the crates? Everything goes to music to me. Everything goes to hip hop to me. The internet made it easy for everybody to do, but there's good music out there, but you got to dig for it. You know what I'm saying? These things exist. You have to dig for them. They're not getting publicized. They don't have commercials on the Super Bowl and all this other stuff. But you gotta really look for them, and you need to spend your time looking for them. I mean, real talk. Yeah. I try to do as much business with black people as possible. When people wanna come here, and like y'all come to Westchester, Mount Vernon, we have a meeting. I'm trying to find a black establishment for us to sit down at. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And I try to move like that. Try to spend my money as many black places as I can. We got a wine house establishment where they do wine. They got music and spoken word and everything. I have so many meetings, and I entertain so many people at that lady's business. Just a sister doing her thing, and that's what we have to think about. Because as a black business with Black Westchester, people want us to be there, but people don't realize they need to spend money with us. So then one day when we're not around, they're gonna be like, "Oh man, what happened? We ain't got no black media, this, that, and the other." Yeah, because y'all ain't spend no money. You know what I'm saying? Like the underground artist that's really putting in work and putting out that conscious rap that's not getting publicized and stuff, and we not buying their music, but we buying the ignorant stuff. Yeah. Because it's being force fed to us, and that's an issue. We have to do better as a people. We have to discipline ourselves. Like you just talking about the whole health thing. That's a discipline. You have to discipline. I'm trying to get more discipline with that. Sometimes I'll be like, "Oh man, I ain't do nothing." Blah blah blah. But luckily, my partner Damon, who I do this with, that's all he into. So I'm always hearing him talk about this and this, that, and the other. And, there's a couple of women in the neighborhood like, "Oh, AJ, we need you around." They trying to, this is cook me something or whatever to have at the house or something because they trying to get me healthy stuff. So, there's a lot of people looking out for me right now. So, but we have to be. My problem is discipline. Like I'm not even saying our problem. My problem too is discipline with a lot of the stuff, and we don't handle our business. We do these things. That's why we get robbed, because we didn't handle our business, copyright our stuff, take care of it, make sure our business was tight. You know what I'm saying? So it's somebody who don't have the skills to do what you did, that what you created, can come through, put some money behind it, steal what you did, and make a whole bunch of money. And that's a story of black people in America right now.
All McDowell's.
Yeah.
Hey, well, look, check this out, man. We are out of the fourth quarter. Hey, AJ, you did a great job, baby. You did a great job. Came on the show, man. Knocked it out, held it down for Long Island and Westchester. Definitely, fam. 914 in the building. And I just want to say this on the outro. RIP to comedian Richard Lewis, because I'm a big Curb Your Enthusiasm dude. I watched that on Sunday. Larry David, crazy than the motherfucker. JB Smooth got that damn Beijing.
From Mount Vernon. JB Smooth from Mount Vernon.
Hey, tell JB Smooth to cut that motherfucking Beijing shit. But yeah, man, RIP to Richard Lewis. I remember in high school, I was a big David Letterman dude. I used to watch David Letterman. He used to come on David Letterman's show and all. You know what I mean? So it's just a sobering effect that time is moving on. So
we just lost the original Shaft. He's from New Rochelle. Richard Roundtree. The original Shaft.
Yeah.
He from New Rochelle. He went to school with my dad. He went to school. Wow. He went to high school with my dad. Yeah. We just lost, so we using a lot of, So we just gotta put it down and do as much as we can while we're here. Yeah. And that's what I'm trying to do now. I'm just trying to, bless as many people and, getting these live, put this work out that's going to outlive me, and hopefully, it'll be effective it'll be inspirational to other generations of us. And it might not affect everybody now, but hopefully in the future, 50 years from now, 100 years from now, they're looking this stuff up and it's blessing somebody to do something, inspiring somebody to do something. So
tools and jewels, leaving tools and jewels, my brother.
Absolutely, but I'm still hip hop till I die. I'm forever, so I combine hip hop and everything I do. And everybody asks me what lesson did I learn in hip hop that I take through life? Sampling. When we first started, I didn't know how to do no newspaper or nothing. So I sampled what everybody else was doing until I created what we was doing and created a whole new product. Like I was a little bit of this, a little bit of that, a little bit of this. Oh, that's how they doing it? Let me flip it. We gonna flip it, And so with everything I do, sampling is still very big in my life. Like, you take little bits and pieces and create a whole other product. That's how I did this. I didn't know how to do no newspaper.
Yeah, you don't gotta reinvent the wheel. That's the. Hey, how can people find you and all your work on the internet, social media, and all that?
The website is blackwestchester.com, and I'm on. Where you can see my name, Mr. AJ Woodson. I'm Mr. AJ Woodson on every form of media, social media. You can find me.
Gotcha.
And the email is Mr. AJ Woodson @gmail. So everything is Mr. AJ Woodson.
Got you. And the books are in the backpack, so you see what the backpack.
Books are they're on Amazon. If you email me or hit me, DM me on social media, I'll tell you how you can pay me and get your email address, and I'll mail it out to you, within a week or so. So you could do it on Amazon, or you could get the autographed copy directly from me. So
no doubt, Tahir, baby.
But my brother, I just want to shout you out.
Yeah.
I'm happy that I didn't know about this. I'm like, yo, I didn't know. I know what we did back in the days. I didn't know nothing about this. So I was like, you said you want to interview me. I'm like, yeah, my man, I don't know if he got a podcast, a blog. I don't know what he got, but I know he said he wanted to interview me. Like, yo, this is a good format. Y'all keep doing what y'all doing. I like the blend. It's not all music. It's not all sports. I mean, you know.
Yeah.
You put a lot of information out that way, and it's fun too.
I just try not to TMZ, and I'm not chasing. I'm not clout.
Well, that's the same thing. Me too.
Yeah,
same thing. We don't try to TMZ. Actually, I don't have to. Like anything happen, I'm the first person they call now. I'm like, 3:00 in the morning. This dude got arrested. This Caribbean dude. He owned a house, and his white neighbor called the police while he was watering his lawn, and they was trying to. And he argued with the police, and they were trying to put him get a psych eval on him and say something. So he got out 3:00 in the morning, and he Googled, what do you do when the people that's supposed to protect you violate your rights? And I guess we did some stories, and this Black Westchester came up, and he was calling me from 3 to 7 times in my phone. He's like, I Googled it. Google told me to call you.
Take my story. That's awesome. Well, Tahir, man, you gonna take us home, bro?
Oh yeah, why not? AJ, it's a pleasure vibing with you. Keep doing what you're doing out here.
Thank you, bro.
It's very inspiring. The other thing I wanted to mention is there are whole industries being destroyed, and so there are tools, tech tools that are being built. You got your blockchain technology, you got your NFTs, you have a whole new finance infrastructure being built. That's something that we as Black folks can take part in and actually create more incentives for other folks to take part in. So we were talking about industries and whatnot.
You also need to learn AI.
There you go. Yes.
That's going to be controlling everything. And again, once they get it in control, we're going to be the consumers of it, because we're not here as the producers of whatever modules of AI and how it's going to be moving. So get involved in AI. Don't be scared of it. Learn it now.
There it is. So that was episode, what's that, 107?
107. And
107. This is Jay Sands. I'm Tahir Jahi. We had AJ in the building. Check us next time, next episode.
Sands on Sports. We out here, y'all. Peace. Hey, Jay, thank you very much, bro. Thank you, man.
My pleasure, my brother. Keep doing what y'all doing.
Hey, appreciate it, man. It's gonna be up soon too, man. I'm gonna have this up soon, like late in the week.
All right, no doubt. Let me know, and I'll share it on our site too. Yes.
No doubt, man. Hey,
peace.
Please.
Salute.
Yeah.